very unique sighting that I think we definitely need to share with people. I'm going to keep quiet just before we go live on Facebook. Hello everyone, welcome to this action broadcast. We are coming to you live from the Sabi Sands in South Africa, and as you can see, this leopard in the tree is hissing and snarling, and she's very, very frustrated because her sister has snuck onto the scene, and her sister's just in front of us. I need to move the vehicle. Let me just reposition quickly. My name's Scott. I'm teamed up with Senzo on camera, and this is an incredible sighting that we are very, very fortunate to be witnessing. These two leopards are 11 years old. They were born in the same litter, and at the moment they're busy taking over their mother's territory. Their mother has died recently, which has opened up this massive territory for them to now move into. Now, what that means is that they're bumping into one another more often than they ordinarily would, and they are certainly not good friends, at least definitely not at the moment. And it's not uncommon for leopards, who are solitary animals, to really not take any heed of the fact that it is a sibling. They don't share once they've grown up. Now, this is Thandi on the ground. She's just given birth to a very young cub, and her sister is up in the tree there, Shadow. Now, you can see there's a small kill that actually Shadow's lying on top of at the moment. As she hisses and spits and snarls, there you can see the legs of a grey duiker, which I presume she killed in the early hours of the morning. And duiker very often squeal when they are caught and killed, therefore possibly alerting Thandi, the sister, to the fact that there was a kill in this area. Oh, she's not happy, and this is definitely the closest that we have seen these leopards together since we arrived on the scene this morning. Now, Thandi was scent marking in this area a little bit earlier, right in front of Shadow the leopard up the tree, and that's clearly kind of a display to say, look, you know, we're kind of fighting over this territory still. And Shamson, you're kind of wondering if she was doing that on purpose. Yes, she definitely was. Now Thandi slowly sneaking off. You can see there's another vehicle of tourists that are also enjoying this sighting with us. And I cannot stress how incredibly privileged we are to be witnessing a scene like this. It's hugely uncommon to see leopards interact like this, especially the fact that we know it's two sisters. Here we go, you can see Thandi scent marking. Now, Megan, you whereas Shadow does. And Shadow's got the kill. She's got everything at stake here. Thandi is kind of lurking around like a hyena. So, fascinating scenes, and who knows how this is going to unfold. I'm quite surprised that Thandi hasn't left a little bit earlier and realized that her sister's not going to give in to her ways. Marani, you've mentioned that Thandi is being very submissive. Yes, she is. She's not growling or hissing back at her sister. She was rolling around earlier innocently like a little cub. Even now, she's kind of trying to make herself look as innocent as possible. But you're not, Thandi. You're being sneaky, and you're lurking about. You're trying to steal your sister's hard-won meal, and that is unacceptable. So go and try and catch a meal of your own, and once you've done that, then you can take us back to your tiny little cub. There's another scent mark. Now, this leopard that we're looking at now has got a tiny, probably 6-week-old cub. We've seen it only a handful of times. And I wish she would take us back to her, or him, little cub, rather than lurking around here. Oh, interesting, we've got some elephants coming in onto the scene, and I think they've caught wind of the leopards and the kill. Let's take a look at the one. There is a vehicle in the way, but it is going to pop out into a good view and probably continue straight up to this tree that the leopard's in. Can you believe it? Now it's probably going to start holding up its trunk soon, trying to smell and get a better idea of where exactly the kill is. It's just above them now. How awesome is this? Leopard and elephant in the same shot. Literally, that elephant walked almost just about underneath the leopard, but didn't lift up its trunk as I expected it to. Now it is. Now it's getting the sense of a leopard. You can see it's holding its tail up. That's a very good sign of an elephant that's in a bit of a distress. There's the leopard in the background there. What an incredible scene. Sorry about the pole that's blocking a little bit of the leopard's face. It was a very rainy morning here, so we did have our rain covers on. Thankfully it stopped. What a scene. If we are lucky, may chase the leopard. I'm just going to reposition the vehicle ever so slightly just to get us a good view of that leopard lying down on the log. We're going to get some beautiful views of it. What an absolutely incredible scene. Look at that. Whew. Hello, Hannah. You're wondering if we are close to this leopard's den where she's stashing her tiny little cub. And, well, the last den sites that we knew of, we think she's changed, is certainly not close to us. It's probably a mile away from here. So I don't think her little cub is in any harm. So everything is okay for now. Where Shadow's young daughters, we also have no idea. So both of their children's are unaccounted for at the moment. And Valerie, I know you were wondering where Shadow's cub was. So no, we've got no idea where either of them are. And let's take another look at Shadow. I don't think we're going to get the best view of her now. She's keeping a close eye on Thandi, which means we are not in the best spot. But what we can do is we can just reposition again, because she is going to keep her head on that side of the branch in order to keep an eye on her sister. Can you believe this is all happening live? It's so wonderful to have you guys with us. And it looks like Thandi's on the move again, so I'm not sure how well our repositioning plan is going to work, but let's keep trying. Now, Ellen, you are wondering if these two sisters would fight to the death over a kill. I highly doubt it, and I don't think any leopards would get to that stage of the game. Maybe male leopards fighting over a territory, but two females to fight to the death over a kill is unlikely, in my opinion. Animals, unlike us humans, tend to avoid fighting, and they will hiss and growl and snarl at one another a lot. They'll try and have a adult-like debate or argument, vocal argument, as opposed to a physical fight. And I think us as humans are far more prone to violence than wild animals as a general rule. You actually very seldomly get to see wild animals fighting. Now we might be able to snipe a bit of a two-shot here. We may have to reposition every now and then, but this should work out quite well. I'm not sure if we're going to get Shadow up in the tree. Just stay zoomed in on her sense, and let me creep forward a bit and see if it doesn't help. Oh, there's a tree in the way. Of the leopard up a tree, but at least we can see the leopard on the ground, and I guess this is the joy of being on live safari. We cannot edit out the little glitches and moments that we would prefer not to show you. You are here with us for every step of the way. Romit, you are wondering how old is this leopard? I need to reposition again. There's a leopard, another elephant, sorry, not a leopard. There's another elephant going under the tree. Romit, these two leopards are both 11 years old. They were born in the same litter, born to a female leopard called Kruger, one that we know very well. Where am I gonna go? Sorry guys, this is just such an incredible scene. Take a look at this. Oh no, this pole. And let me do this again, sorry guys. Sorry Sens. I'm not used to having this pole here. I'm unpracticed, and this is a nice big elephant bull, and he could almost reach this leopard if he wanted to. Dangling up in the tree there. Ah, what an incredible scene. And whew, exciting stuff here, and it's been absolutely wonderful to have you guys along on this live action broadcast. It's all happening here. Two sisters hissing and spitting and snarling, fighting over a kill, some elephants coming in onto the scene. Whew. But I think the action has died down for now. We couldn't resist inviting you guys on to see the action. If you'd like to see what happens later on today with the outcome of these two sisters squabbling over this kill, be sure to join in on wildsafariLive.com, or you can just type Safari Live into YouTube, and that will let you know exactly when we will next be going live for our 2 daily regular safaris. So it's been a great pleasure having you on board. Thanks so much for joining in and sending through all those questions and comments.